Hello, you are welcome to this week 6, which is our week of our midterm break. All right, let me just do this correction of the classwork and assignment for last week. And I believe by now everybody must have gone through all the notes for last week due to the election, chapel program. We could not have some of the lectures for last week. So these are the exercises I gave us to go and practice the classwork and the assignment. So we must have gone through them, we must have understood them. I've marked our notes. So let me do the correction together with us as we go for this midterm break. Study it and understand it well. This is on perimeter, and this is area and perimeter of parallelogram, triangles, and trapezium. So let's start with this first one. This is how I broke them down. Classwork 1. The next slide is classwork 2, assignment 1, assignment 2, and that is all. Let's do them together in this video, and I will send the note as well so that you can have them for your personal practice. Okay, let's start with the first one. The first question here says the perimeter of a parallelogram is 40. I've already said this before. When you are given a question like this, if you can sketch, it's good you sketch, but if you don't want to sketch, you can go straight to your formula and solve. But let me sketch for easy understanding. So we all know that parallelogram have equal opposite sides. That opposite sides are equal and they are also parallel. So if this side is parallel to this side, then what is given in the question is P. They say P is equals to 40. So that is 40 centimeter. So if P is the perimeter, which is 40 centimeter, then what is next? They now said one side is 12. So it's you to pick one side. If I pick this side, which serve as the base of the parallelogram, they are opposite and they are equal. If this is the 12 and 12, then I say find the length of the other side. So this is the other side. I can call it L. I can call it L. Since they are equal, I can call it LL. Then, and the perimeter is 40. So how do I get the length of this other side? So we just go straight and use the formula for perimeter. So we already know that the perimeter of a parallelogram is just to add all the sides together, which is the two lengths that are equal, L plus L, and the 12 that we know, the other two sides, which is 12 and 12. So you add everything together, it will give you your perimeter. Now, since perimeter is already 40, which will now be equals to the addition of all these lengths. So L plus L will give us 2L, then 12 plus 12 will give us 24. Then to finish this, let me end it on this corner. You just do your collection of like terms. 24 will cross to meet 40 on this side. It will become a negative 24. You can see that I'm still repeating simple equation in most of all this work. That is to tell you that simple equation is very important in mathematics. If you can learn it now, it will save you so many stress as you move higher. So now 40 minus 24, this one will give us what now? This will give us 16, and that will be equals to 2L. The next thing is to divide by 2, which is 16 divided by 2. This will be equals to L. Then finally now, L will give us 8, because 16 divided by 2 is 8, and that is so finally now 16 divided by 2 will give us 8, which is the length of this other two side, 8 and 8. Don't forget to always put your unit after calculating. That is 8 centimeter. So that is the solution to question 1 in this classwork. Then the question 2 is a parallelogram which has a base of 12 cm and a height of 7 cm. If I also have a sketch, let me sketch the parallelogram on this side. So without wasting time, they said base is 12. Let's call here base. They now say the height is 7. You know the way we do it. We say the height must be 90 degrees to the base. Something like this. So this is the height of 7. Now, area of a parallelogram, we have defined it before. We say it's just the base multiplied by the height. So the base times the height. And the base in this case, in this question now, is 12. So you just do 12 multiplied by height, and the height in this question is 7. You can see it in the question, a height of 7. So 12 times 7, let's go straight to the answer. This is going to be 84. And as I said, always put your unit when you finish calculating. So area is raised to power 2 cm square. So the answer to this question is 84 centimeter square. So that is the first set of classwork. You can practice it as we move for this break. So this is the second set of questions now for the classwork 2. So how do you solve this question? As usual, let's know the shape first. This shape is a triangle, and they said find the height of a triangle whose base is 4. So if you also make a sketch of your triangle, let's make a sketch of our triangle, something like this, something like this. We already said the height must be 90 degrees to the base. So this height must be 90 degrees to the base. And this question did not give us anything, the height. So let's just call it h. Then he now said the base is 4. No, the base is always under this line like this. So this is the base 4. Then they gave us area as 12. So A is equals to 12. So if A is 12 centimeters square now, according to the question, so what are we going to do now? Just put your area of your triangle, put the formula and start solving. So area of a triangle is half times the base, then times the height. So now that I've put the formula down, what next? I'll substitute my values now. Area is 12 equals to 1 over 2. Then what is my base? My base is 4 according to the question, then times my h. Now to solve this, you already know that 2 will cancel 4 here, giving us 2. So which is 12 is equals to what now? This is 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times h will give us 2h. So if we end our calculation on this corner, you will see that dividing both sides by 2, you will get 12 divided by 2, and that will be equals to h. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. So therefore h is equals to 6. Always put your centimeter as I advise whenever you are solving. So the height of this question is 6 centimeter. So please take note of this. So that is all for this classwork 2. Then the second question is on trapezium. So find the area of a trapezium whose height is 8 cm and parallel side is 5 and 9. So if I make a simple sketch of a parallelogram now, something like this, just a simple sketch. So the parallel side, we said they are the side that are the base. So the parallel side of parallelogram, they form the base of the parallelogram. So if this is the smaller parallel side, which is 5, I can call this other side 9. Then the height, as usual, the height must be 90 degrees to the base. So this height, according to this question, this height is 8. So you put it there. So this is a sketch of this question. So how do you solve the area of this parallelogram? Remember the formula. Area of parallelogram is 1 over 2 in bracket now a plus b. A is the smaller base, which is the 5. Then b is the bigger base, which is the 9. Remember this formula, very, very important before you multiply by your height. Remember in our last class, the video I did, I said parallelogram and triangle and trapezium, they are actually the same. The only difference is a trapezium have two bases because you remove the top and have a small base from the triangle that was removed. So they all have the same formula. So if I just go straight and substitute my values now, a is going to be 1 over 2 in bracket a is 5, 5 plus 9, then times h. My h in this place now is what now? Is 8. So that is that. If I want to solve this, I can cancel 2 and 8 first, which will give me 4 in this place. So let's end it on this corner. That means A is equals to what now? A half is gone with this 8, which is 4. Then 5 plus 9, this one will give us what now? This will give us 14. Then you can now multiply 14 times 4. And when you times 14 times 4 now, this one will give us 50 what now? That 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 now, that is 5. So it will give us 56. Don't forget to always put your unit whenever you do your calculation. So this is the area of this trapezium. Take note of this number 2 in classwork 2. So let's go to the assignment 1 questions as well. So this is on parallelogram and parallelogram. So without wasting time, the first question says the perimeter of a parallelogram is 50. So let me just go straight and solve it without sketching. So this question is similar to the previous one we did before. So perimeter of parallelogram, we say add all the length of the side. So which is L plus, this one said one of the side is 10. So plus 10 plus 10. So very fast. Then if perimeter is 50, just do your 50 is equals to L plus L will give us 2L. Then plus 10 plus 10 will give us 20. Then collect your like 10 plus 20 when it cross to meet 50 here. It becomes a negative 20. Then equals to 2L. Then 50 minus 20, this will give us 30 equals to 2L. The next thing is for you to divide both sides by 2, which becomes 30 divided by 2. If you follow all these examples I've been explaining so far, you will actually see that all we are doing in mathematics is the same thing. I'm just repeating similar thing, following the normal rules of equations. I would like us to pay attention and learn this, especially this break. It will help us very well. So the answer to this question is 15 centimeter. So that is all for number 1. Then number 2 is still a parallelogram. It says this area of a parallelogram is 96. And remember the area of a parallelogram, we say A is equals to base times height. That is B times H. So if A is B times H, and the question says A, which is the area, now is 96. So just do your 96. 96 equals to, the base is 12, you see, and a base of 12. They give us the base to be 12. So just say 96 equals to 12 times. And now say find the height of the parallelogram. That is the H. You don't know the H. So if I end it on this corner, 12 times H will give us 12H. You know your basic algebra now. This will be 12H. So the next thing is to divide both sides by 12. So 96 divided by 12 will give us what? So that will give us 8. 96 divided by 12 will give us 8. Let me delete this first and put my H. So 96 divided by 12 will give us H, and that will be equals to 8. And the unit is cm, so don't forget to always put your 8 centimeter. So that is all with this one. So to end our correction questions is this one. I've already drawn this shape out. I snapped it from our textbook. The last assignment is from page 118 in our new general maths exercise 14D, number 1B, 1D, 1D. So these are the questions. I've screenshot them and put them in our system. You can all see the questions. So let's just go straight to the solution. So these are triangles. Remember the area of a triangle, half base times height. The area of a triangle is half base then times height. So for this A now, area will be what now? For the A, area will be equals to 1 over 2 times base is 8 times 8. Height is what? Height is 3. So let me just put the answer direct without wasting time. So by the time you divide 2 here 1, 2 into 8 is 4. So 4 times 3 is 12. So the first answer is 12 units. Though they didn't give us cm or meter, so just leave it as 12. So the answer for this is 12. Then this other triangle, you can see the base here. The base is 3 and 3. So 3 plus 3 is 6. So the base for this second triangle is 6. If I get my pen without wasting time, area will be equals to 1 over 2 times 6. Don't forget it. The base is the 6, then the height is the 8. So the height is 8. So when you also divide 2 here 1, 2 into 6 is 3. 3 times 8, this one will give us 24. So the answer to this second question is 24. So take note of this. Then finally, this D on this page, the base is 1.8. So your area is equals to 1 over 2 times the base is 1.8. Then multiply by the height. The height is 2, you can see it, which is 90 degrees to the base. So if you divide directly with 2 here 1, 2 here 1, 1, so your area will now be equals to 1 times 1.8, which is also 1.8. So please take note of that. So the last one to end this lesson is the assignment 2, which is on parallelogram. Remember the area of a parallelogram. We said parallelogram have two bases. One is at the top, one is under the small triangle that was removed, which is A plus B multiplied by H. So don't forget, I always call this small one A. I always call the small base A. This one is what I always call A. Then this is what I always call B. Don't forget that. The bigger one is the B. The bigger one is the B. Then the H is always the place that is 90 degrees, the height that is 90 degrees to the base. So the height that is 90 degrees to the base. So 3 in this case is the H. So for this one, if I end it here, I will have my A is equals to 1 over 2. So this is 3 plus 7. 3 plus 7, then multiply by 4. So if you cancel 2 here 1, 2 into 4 is 2. 3 plus 7 will be what now? That will be 10. 10 times 2. So our area in number D here now. So area will be equals to 20. So the area of this one now is 20. So take note of that. Then in this case now, the area of this one will be what now? The same 1 over 2 now, bracket. The A is 4, which is 4 plus 6, then multiply it by the height, which is 3. Now A will be what now? A will be what? Since 2 cannot go divide 3 without remainder now, let me open the bracket, which is 1 over 2 times 4 plus 6, this will give us 10, then times 3. Now 2 can go into 10, which is 5. Now 5 times 3 is 15. So this last question, the answer is 15. So these are the solutions of the classwork. So take time and go through this video, understand everything, and you'll see that the work is very, very easy. So that is all I have for us in this video. Thank you for watching. Do have a nice day.